Everything you need to get lean without a gym. Everything you need to get lean without a gym. That's what we're talking about today, y'all. So check it out. A lot of people think they need a gym membership, expensive supplements, and all these type of things to get lean. But honestly, all you need is consistency to get up every day and lock in and get out in the open, get out outdoors, y'all. All right, so check it out. You don't need a bunch of theatrics, a bunch of eccentric stuff to get where you need to go, all right? I need you guys to get up, get out in the morning, and get your workout in, all right? We're talking about push-ups, we're talking about dips, we're talking about squats, and we're talking about lunges and crunches, all right? That's all we need, all right? Push-ups, dips, squats, lunges, and crunches, all right? Consistency is key, y'all. Consistency is key, all right? We want to be doing this every single day, all right? We want to be doing this every single day. That is what's key for you to get lean, and you don't need a gym to do this. See, these are body weight exercises, y'all. These are body weight exercises, all right? So your body doesn't know whether you're lifting up your body or weights, all right? Slow the reps down. You got to understand, y'all, we got to slow these reps down. We're slowing the reps down because we're making it harder. You're making the movement harder when you do this, all right? No gym needed, all right? I need you guys to slow the reps down and feel the burn, all right? Stay in the pocket, y'all, all right? We want to be making sure we're walking and getting our steps in. We want to be making sure we're walking, we're running, we're doing our burpees, we're getting our steps in. You see, you got to get the steps in. Yes, it's very, very, very important that you get your steps in, because this right here is what's going to keep you lean along with the diet. Yes, the diet. All right, I need you guys to get comfortable eating so healthy that it starts to taste real good. I need you guys to get comfortable eating so healthy that the green juice starts to taste good. It starts to taste like a snow cone or some cotton candy, because it's an acquired taste, y'all. Because the kale is an acquired taste, y'all. So check it out. 30 minutes at least on your walking, heavy walking, power walking, all right? I don't know if you guys ever seen power walking marathons. That's how I need you guys to be walking, all right? Heel, toe, until you're sweating. Get the steps in. This is very serious, y'all, because it's very simple. As long as you do this consistency and you dial in your diet, all right, you will lose the fat, you will get lean, and you will gain lean muscle. 200 push-ups at least in the morning. 200 push-ups at least in the morning. You're going to be sweating. That's all right. You're going to be sweating because you're going to have the glow. All right? The skin is going to show you're going to have the glow because you're clearing out your pores now. Make sure you're drinking the water, y'all. Make sure you're drinking the purified spring water, y'all. I need you guys to be alkaline. I need you guys to get into this alkaline lifestyle, y'all. Alkaline living, all right? This is real talk out here. This is real talk out here, all right? 200 push-ups at least. And then we're going to knock out our 50 dips, all right? This is when you're starting out, but you're going to up those too. I need you guys to up those too, all right? 200 push-ups at least. And then we're going to hit the 50 dips. 100 air squats. Slow the reps down. I need you guys to slow the reps down. Yes, I need you to slow the reps down because that's what's going to actually feel the burn, all right? You're going to gain the most from your workout if you're getting close to failure. When you're just doing body weight, it's going to be hard to get to failure unless you slow the reps down. Nobody said this was going to be easy, y'all, but I got to give you the game plan, all right? Nobody said this was going to be easy, but I got to give you the game plan, all right? So check it out, y'all. We're trying to get beach built for the summer. We're trying to get beach built for the summer. We're going to get beach built for the summer. And that's why it's time to lock in. That's why it's time to lock in for the win. That's why it's time to lock in for the win. Green juice in the morning. 6 eggs, 1 can, chicken breast. You can bust that open and toss it right over the eggs. You hit that with your favorite seasoning, mix it up, and then you're gonna throw that in the bowl and you're gonna slice up a whole avocado, all right? And you're gonna throw that over the top. You got 6 eggs, you got a can of chicken breast, and you got a whole avocado, all right? You're gonna wash that down with the kale and pineapple green juice. All right? You're gonna wash that down with the kale and pineapple green juice. You're gonna knock out your 200 push-ups. You're gonna go for your 30-minute walk. You're gonna be sweating, but that's all right. See, this is the thing. You gotta be consistent with this and do this every morning. You gotta be consistent with this and do this every morning, y'all. Because that right there is just the start. That was just the warm-up. Because after you eat that breakfast, after you go for that walk, after you do those 200 push-ups, guess what's next? The air squats. The 100 air squats, and make sure you're slowing them down. The 100 air squats, and make sure you're slowing those down. 50 lunges each leg. 50 lunges each leg, and make sure you're slowing those reps down, y'all. This is very serious. I need you guys to take this very serious because this is an everyday thing now. It's a lifestyle change because you're doing it as you are brushing your teeth. You're doing it just as if you were to brush your teeth. Do you skip brushing your teeth? No. Do you skip doing your workouts? No. I need you guys to be consistent with this. It's hard at first, but it gets easier along the way. The first 2 weeks are the hardest, but it gets easier along the way. The first 10, 20 reps are the hardest, but it gets easier as you're warmed up, y'all. So check it out. I need you guys to stick to this regimen. 100 lunges, 50 on each leg, 100 squats, air squats, and slow the reps down. Make sure you're feeling the burn in your quadriceps, in your thighs, in your glutes. Make sure you're going on your walk, and make sure you're doing your 200 push-ups, 50 dips. 50 dips. You're gonna have to hit the park to get the dips. You're gonna have to find some dip bars to get the dips, all right? But we're trying to get beats built for the summer, all right? We want this to be functional, all right? Let's not forget the pull-ups, y'all. Let's not forget the pull-ups. If you can't do pull-ups, I need you to hit under bar rows. I need you to hit under the bar rows. If you cannot hit pull-ups yet, you got to build up to that, all right? You have to build up to the pull-up, but guess what, y'all? It's coming. It's here. Believe that it's already here and you already have it. As long as you stay consistent, you will be able to get lean, y'all. You don't need a gym and a million different supplements for this to happen. All right? You need a consistent diet, a consistent workout regimen, and you need to get out into the world, get out into the sun, get out into the park, get out to the beach, and knock this out, y'all. We need to lock in on this every single day. If we're locking in on this every single day, you already know what's on its way. If you're locking in on this every single day, you already know what's on its way. I need you guys to lock in, all right? So check it out. Make sure you guys are eating your meals. Stick to the diet. I gave you breakfast. I'll give you dinner. I'll give you lunch. Lunch will be ground turkey over white rice. Lunch will be 1 pound of ground turkey, season it as you want, over white rice. Dinner will be a ribeye steak and a whole sweet potato with some steamed broccoli. Dinner will be a ribeye steak, a whole sweet potato, and some steamed broccoli. Snack will be non-fat Greek yogurt, 3 scoops. Non-fat Greek yogurt, 3 scoops. Throw your favorite granola over there. Throw your favorite granola over the top with some blueberries. That's snack time. Make sure you're hitting your creatine and your protein. Make sure you're hitting your creatine and your protein. You don't need this, but why not take it to the next level? Because it's going to work. You don't need that, but why not take it? Why not push yourself to the maximum level? Because it's going to work. All right, y'all? I need you guys to be locking in on this, all right? 200 push-ups to start, 400 push-ups to end, all right? Once you get comfortable with those 200, do a 200 before you go to sleep. Let's knock out 200 before you go to sleep, all right, y'all? But we need to be getting our steps in. We need to be locked in on our regimen. We need to be locked in on our diet. And let's not forget the green juice, because when you're eating the turkey, the steak, the chicken, when you're eating the turkey, the steak, the chicken, you need green fiber to make sure you're getting all your nutrients and to make sure you're cleaning out your system. All right, y'all? We get the protein from the meats, but we need to clean out our system with the green juice. You understand me? Let's not forget that, all right? That's gonna keep your skin clear. That's gonna keep everything in pocket and everything in order. This is how we're getting lean, all right? This is how we're getting lean for the summer, y'all. We're gonna get beach built, and we're doing this every day. Make sure you follow, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and let's lock in. Peace.